Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the final review of Masters of the Universe Origins Week here on the Needless Things YouTube channel, or Eternia Week, or as it is today, Anti-Eternia Day. Anti-Eternia He-Man is apparently the most evil man in the universe. This is a wacky variant that I was not aware of, and I think probably most people were not aware of until he was released in the Masters of the Universe Classics line. I think he was one of those figures that you had to get on Matty Collector at the right time and order, if I'm not mistaken. Or he was some other form of difficult to get exclusive. I'm glad to have a mass market retail version. It's a striking look for a He-Man character, and of course we have, speaking of striking, gorgeous card art, classic Masters of the Universe style, and on the back, look at that. With the power of Hell Skull, the fearsome He-Man overthrew Anti-Eternia using his unmatched strength. So, I'd just like you to acknowledge right here that it straight up just says Hell Skull on the back of this packaging. And friends, if you don't want to immediately start a metal band called Hell Skull right now, I don't know what's wrong with you. It's very interesting though. This is Castle Hellskull in the background here, and this package only features Anti-Eternia He-Man. It does not have any other characters, and presumably because he doesn't yet interact with anybody on Eternia. He's still on Anti-Eternia at this point, so there's nobody else to depict here. I would be very interested in seeing Anti-Eternia. I don't know if it would be Keldor or Skeletor, but I'm interested in exploring more of this concept if Mattel has intentions to do that. We see, of course, the figure's features here. We've got the cross-sell, which you can see reviews of these 4 figures on the Needless Things YouTube channel. But let's open this guy up right now and get down to some modern posing and retro play. I absolutely love this line. I've said it before, although I don't think I've said it yet this week. This is my favorite line that is currently available at retail. You get some line art here that tells us where Anti-Eternia He-Man can be taken apart and his parts can be swapped with other figures in the Origins line. We've got the mini comic that, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, look at, here's Anti-Eternia He-Man right here. I had not read the mini comic yet. Because I honestly, as much as I love these mini comics, I'm not here to do mini comic reviews. But look at this, Anti-Eternia He-Man is indeed interacting with Skeletor, Clawful, and later on here, Sunman. I love how they tie the characters together. And see, this is something I'd like to see. You can see where Sunman, his sort of wing piece, is more of a cape. I'd be interested in seeing an accessory or a variant or whatever that presented it more in that fashion. All right. Anti-Eternia He-Man. It's always, even though there are plenty of He-Man figures in this line, like at all times, for whatever reason, it's exciting to me to be opening up a new He-Man. I didn't used to feel that way as someone who collected the 2002 Masters of the Universe line. I was very frustrated by the overabundance of He-Mans, and I didn't like it then. But with the Classics line, for whatever reason, it started to become exciting to me to get the He-Man variations. And I don't know why that is, but it is. All right, so we're going to look at this face here. Obviously, this is just the He-Man portrait. We've got this inky black skin. And if you don't know, this is from I think it's from a German storybook, if I'm not mistaken. I probably should have done my research on that, but I know you guys will tell me in the comments if I've got that wrong. Or if you want to elaborate in the comments, please do. I'm here to talk about toys mostly. But look at the effect in his eyes. He's got those red eyes with the white irises. Very interesting look. Very striking in that dark portrait. He's got brown hair. Those white teeth are very visible and again striking in the face. And then the orange, he's almost got, you know, I would love an opposite color scheme to this, where the skin is orange and the details are black, almost like a Halloween He-Man would be awesome. It has no basis in anything whatsoever, but I would totally buy it. So he's got his standard torso piece going on here. He's got the great storage part in the back, and of course this clips differently than the original. You know, the original He-Man figure basically had almost like a bra design going on here, whereas this guy, they actually thought, you know, hey, we want to be able to store his weapons on the back. So Anti-Eternia He-Man's either his power sword or anti-power sword, I don't know, or his battle axe can be stored in the back there. He's got, you know, it's a He-Man figure. Look, it's a black, that's lowercase black, not uppercase black. It's a black He-Man figure. We've seen the design many times. It's just that this color scheme makes him really stand out as unique and interesting, and a fearsome foe for He-Man, and apparently Skeletor and Sunman as well. So we've got all the articulation that we typically see in a Masters of the Universe Origins figure, all the parts that can be removed. He's got just jet black versions of He-Man's weapons, the power sword and the battle axe. I have no idea if there's a specific name for the power sword that channels the power of Hellskull. If you know, leave it in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. And then he's also got the variation of He-Man's shield, which works like all of the standard. You know what I would have liked? One thing I would have liked with this guy, include an extra C-grip. Because this works okay. See, that's what I'm talking about. So that works okay, but a C-grip would have been really nice there. But I am definitely going to be giving this guy the power sword because, you know, and I've said before, when I was a kid, I didn't have a ton of He-Man figures, but I did have He-Man, and I liked the axe. I've always been a battle axe guy over swords. I just prefer the power and look of a battle axe. But this guy is so specific to being an evil He-Man that I think you've got to give him the sword on the shelf. But, I mean, you do whatever you want to do when you get your own Anti-Eternia He-Man. This guy just looks awesome. I'm happy to have one open because I do have the classics version, but I never opened him because it's not something I felt I needed on the shelf, and he was so difficult to get. I was like, I just got to leave this guy in the box. It happens sometimes. You watch it here every week. I open almost everything that I get, but every once in a while there's a little something where I'm like, I should probably leave this one in the package. So there you go, Anti-Eternia He-Man, looking just tough and brutal and scary. And of course, the rest of the week, or earlier in the week, also reviewed Clawful and Sunman, and probably my favorite of this bunch, the Horde Trooper. Big fan of this Horde Trooper. I think they did a great job. So if you missed any of these, go back and watch them. They're all available on the Needless Things YouTube channel, as well as tons of other Masters of the Universe Origins reviews. And we did a video where we ran down the first, I think, couple years of the line with our pal Joe Shoes. And there you go. Thanks for watching, you guys. Please like, subscribe, share, and by the power of Hellskull, I have the power.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.